making it out. It's funny how 40 doesn't feel so cold after you've been dealing with 20s and 30s for the last couple weeks. But yeah, I'm super psyched to be out. It is chilly, so just doing a short ride on some back roads, but have some new things for you guys. Essentially have been talking about bike packing on this bike, and finally have the setup that I think is pretty dialed for the trips. So I don't have all the equipment and items that I'm going to be using actually during the backpacking, but I figured the bike is finally dialed in, I believe, to the point that I like it and can carry all my stuff. I will be wearing a backpack for like the tent and blanket or sleeping bag or whatever else I decide to take. But yeah, I'll show you guys that up here. Gonna find a nice spot to kind of display the bike and go over it. Have another little fun game. You guys can see the dice right here. Gonna go over how that's gonna work, but essentially I like trying to explore every little spot possible, like ones that you never think of going to. But I feel like I kind of want to change it up from using Google Maps and kind of like technology to find all the different spots. So like, this is my dad's old tank bag. Obviously this thing's probably as old as I am. Originally I was going to make like a Wheel of Fortune game with like distances for like how far you ride to like try to find a spot, but like randomly got a set of dice with the order that I did a few weeks ago. I was just thinking, like, why don't I use the dice instead, since I'm going to talk about bike packing or having my bike set up for it? Why not throw in the white dice for that? So essentially, as you guys can see, there's a 2 and a 3 on the black die. Essentially that would be 10 miles per dot, so this would be 50 miles. So in right around 50 miles and then find a sweet spot there. Essentially just whatever direction, just head in a direction, not really aim or know where I'm going at all, and just explore with exactly no plans other than just trying to find out where the heck to go. With doing bike packing and having a son and wife, obviously I don't want to spend too much time away from. White die for how many nights am I going to be gone? So I'm not going to do like 3 nights. I'm going to use it as evens and odds. So on odds will be 1 night, evens will be 2 nights. So for example, this would be 1 night since it's on a odd number, which is 3. But I thought that would be fun to just kind of venture around, and also I do want to use this map to do a full trip sometime, but we will come to that in the future. So making it out to show you guys how I plan on having this bike packed for bike packing. Just keeping it simple with 3 little bags. Of course, this is not showing the backpack that I'll have the tent in, but yeah, once I get all the exact items that I plan on taking, I will go through everything and how I'm going to have it packed. But this more or less is just the bag setup on the bike. I have the SKS bag down here. It's the frame bag for a bicycle, but I love this bag. I feel like it just fits this bike perfect. Very small, minimal, and can throw some tools, forks, forks, anything I need, little things. Throw some snacks, gloves, and whatnot in there, and we'll be set to go. Moving on from there, I have this Wolf Tooth bag, which is a mountain bike pump frame bag. I think it fits this bike perfect. It's not too wide, not too narrow. And also, if I by chance bottom out the fork, it will just barely touch the bag and it won't damage either the fender or the bag or the headlight. So super psyched on that. Plan on keeping an Easy Pass in here with some other snacks. I feel like it's pretty secure. Have some loops on the top in case I need to tie anything to it. But super psyched with how this thing looks. I will potentially just leave it on there all the time And then for the tank bag, this thing my dad gave me, he's had it, I believe, almost my entire life, but it is so handy with how small it is right now. That has 3 days worth of clothes in there for me. I figured pack it up just so it wasn't like completely flat. But yeah, super psyched on how it looks. It can still expand, like double that size. So I do plan on getting a little solar battery charger to go in here so I can charge my GoPro batteries and my phone. I do have a tether on the bike, but I don't want to rely on that to charge everything. Don't want the battery to be dead by chance when I go to start it sometime. The nice thing about this bag too is it comes right off, so when I'm taking pictures or going inside anywhere, don't have to worry about anyone going through it or taking it. And yeah, mainly just psyched for the pictures because I don't mind the fork bag. Obviously always have that bag on there, and just super psyched on this and can't wait for the adventures to begin. Throw this back on here. At first I was not too psyched with it being magnetic because I didn't want it to scratch the bike, but I actually kind of feel like the whole bobber aspect of this bike, considering it's the model name, but also just the characteristics of bobbers, don't really mind if the tank gets scratched. I think it'll give it a kind of like broken in, used look. Yeah, so I'm stoked on how the bike has turned out with what I've picked out for it. I think it's a sweet setup. Really like being able to rip the tank bag off and just taking pictures anywhere. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Let me know if you guys have any recommendations of things to bring or anything that I don't need to worry about. But yeah, if you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time.